Recently, the Anti-Defamation League released a list of names who appeared on the Oath Keepers membership roster who they determined held some sort of sensitive office. The left immediately called for these individuals to be fired from their jobs, and some are even calling for prosecution. This is especially concerning in the wake of Joe Biden calling all supporters of his primary political adversary a danger to the country and to democracy. Yes, we are literally allowing a ruling party to identify opposing ideological groups as disloyal and unfit for society. This is not the first time America has wandered down the path of political persecution. Remember McCarthyism? There's only been about a dozen movies about it. In the era of McCarthyism, they used similar lists to target undesirables for investigation. The names were given to the media, who then reported the organizations and members on the lists were treasonous spies and dangerous to democracy. Kinda like what's happening now. In this time, involvement with any list was enough to disqualify someone from employment with the federal government or even in the private sector. The Treasury Department revoked tax-exempt status from these orgs. The State Department revoked passports, public school systems denied children access to textbooks, and the Federal Housing Administration barred the use of subsidized housing. Veterans were even denied use of the GI Bill. Hotels could refuse to rent rooms. It was full-blown discrimination. By the conclusion of this era, there were over 300 organizations on the list, including ones today we'd consider far-right and ones we'd consider far-left. They all had something in common, though. They questioned the governing party and had the audacity to challenge the media narrative. Everyone agrees now that this was a terrible idea, but it's easy for some to pretend the situation with the Oath Keepers and MAGA Republicans is different. They think communists weren't that bad, but these people really are. But of course, some of the people targeted by McCarthyism were actually bad. And the government took that truth with the media to manipulate everyone into lumping in thousands of average citizens with bad guys, threatening their reign. Make no mistake, that is what's happening again. And never has there ever been a time in history in the entire world where the government made a list of undesirables and it turned out just fine.